Do you think that we live in a time in which many things are getting worse, or do you think we live in a time in which many things are getting better? I think about that sometimes. I think about how if I had been born 1,000 years ago, my life would have been very different. Or if I had been born a few hundred years ago, my life would have been very different. And I think that my life would have been much worse. A lot of things that we currently have weren't around then. I mean, medicine, I think, is a big one. I probably would have died numerous times over if it weren't for modern medicine, because as a kid, I would swim a lot. And I guess for whatever reason, I'm susceptible to getting ear infections. And so I have memories of having to take liquid medicine, and it was gross. I remember they say, oh, it's a gumball flavor. Oh, do you want gumball flavor? Oh, it's so good. And I drink it, and I almost vomit. It's if you've ever had tequila before, to me that medicine was at least at the level of tequila, maybe worse, because it was something where you take it and then you almost throw up. And the only reason I took liquid was because I had this like phobia of swallowing pills, so I never would take pills. I was scared of pills, probably because like I nearly choked when I was younger, almost, as you could say, almost died, I guess. It wasn't like, oh, I was in a hospital and they had to cut open my neck, or I was in the ambulance and they did that procedure. But yeah, I turned blue and I had the Heimlich done on me, but I lived. But after that, I had a fear of choking, and so pills were something that, even though it's completely logical, as a kid I just thought, my mouth is different, I'm gonna choke. I'm gonna choke. My throat is too narrow. I can't do it. It's not for me. It's for other people. But anyways, but I think that, I think Steven Pinker is someone who famously talked about it, is that in a lot of ways, the world is actually getting better. If you look at a bunch of different metrics, don't remember all of them exactly. This is something a TED Talk I listened to years ago. I think it was a TED Talk. But that was stuff, poverty. But I think that noticing issues obviously has its value. Maybe constantly consuming bad news is bad for the mind. I think it probably is. But being able to openly criticize the world and notice things that are bad, I think helps facilitate the improvement of these things. If you draw attention to something negative, you can improve it, possibly make it get better, make things get better. I heard something recently about, just reminded me of this. An example is, I hadn't heard about it before. They were saying that there is like a lobby and they are getting credit card companies or popular banks to disallow transactions around certain types of content. And this is like a conservative Catholic, huh? But yeah, so this company was, what was I saying? It was this lobby was getting companies to stop transactions for certain types of media that they don't like. And I think that having attention drawn to this is a good thing, because it will allow people to look at it and go, hey, I don't want this organization influencing banks so that I can't play games I want to play or look at stuff I want to look at. So that's an example of something recently I've seen where that would apply. Anyways, blah, blah.